Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Kelly. You are catching me at like the highest anxiety that I've ever had opening up this camera and everything. Please bear with me. I got a new camera today and I've been so excited to try it out. I decided to do a Q&A for you guys. I posted on my story today. I asked people what they wanted to know and I got 2 replies, like 2 questions. So some of these questions I'm actually just gonna make up and we're just gonna have some good pure fun. So you're probably wondering why I'm washing my face off right now. One of the things that I want to show you today is how I do my soap brows. This is a soap brow and this is just got taken off with water. They're super duper easy. So in preparation, I figured might as well get rid of them before I do them. It's been a hot minute since I've posted anything other than declutters on my channel, and actually I just got a new vlog camera that I'm on today. If you guys notice a difference in quality, I'm waiting on my new microphone, or sorry, I'm waiting on my microphone adapter to connect to this camera, so if the audio is subpar, don't worry, it'll be better in the next one. If anyone's curious what kind of camera I got the Canon G7X Mark III. I've been saving up for this camera for over a year and I finally had enough money to get it. If you want to see what she looks like in my dirty mirror. I'm very, very excited. I got the camera today, I let it charge, and then when I only got 2 questions to my Q&A, I got really bad anxiety and I started really judging myself a lot, and I almost was too chicken to make this video. But we're not gonna let the haters win today. No, we're not. Let's get into it. First and foremost, this is a question I've gotten a lot over the last year. Are you married? Yes, I am married. If you guys haven't met my husband yet, my husband's name is Jagger. He's really cool. He's never on this channel. This is like my space, and I can never think of like coupley things to do with him. I'm the worst YouTube wife literally ever. So the story behind Jagger and I, we got married a little over a year ago. It was September 14th, 2019. We decided to tie the knot 2 weeks after we got engaged. It's been like super duper private to me. Like I haven't been... Hey, come here.
No.
Come here.
Filming.
I'm filming. You want to come in?
No.
No, don't shut the door, come on. And that's why you don't see Jagger very often. I've been super private about it for a really long time. And it's not for any particular reason or for like taboo or we don't want people to know. Like some people have asked me that throughout the year. They're like, oh, do you not want people to know that you're married? And I'm like, no, I definitely do. I have a massive rock on my finger. I love my husband to death. But it's just something that hasn't popped up on my social media very much, and that's just the way it is. I wanted to talk about our elopement, or I guess kind of. So we decided to get married, and then 2 weeks later the weather was like really hard for travel. We still had a couple of our family members come out. It was still short notice for some of our parents, like some of my parents couldn't be there, and a lot of our close family members couldn't be there either, and a lot of our close friends, and it was just a really quiet, small ceremony, which is perfect for us. Like I literally got my wedding dress from Hollister a week before. I was planning on wearing jeans and my mom made me get a dress, and I'm really, really grateful that she did. I can't fit into it anymore, but that's okay. Going along with that, I get this question a lot because I've had mixed emotions over the years. Do you want to have children? Yes, I do want to have children. That opens up a big old can of worms. Hi! Oh my god, it's you! Bye! Jagger! When people ask me if I want to have kids, it actually opens a whole can of worms because I've been told since the age of like 16 or 17, there's a really good chance that I can't have children. Now, though that sucks, I'm sure I'll still try. until I'm at my absolute wit's end, I still want to try to have kids, but not anytime soon. I have really bad ovary issues. I haven't gotten it diagnosed yet as polycystic ovarian syndrome, but it's actually very similar, or it's a very mild case of it. Every time I go to the doctor to get it figured out, they always say that it's too early, that I'm too young. I don't know. I think that the women's healthcare system is actually really sad. A lot of the times we don't get to govern our own bodies, and we have to have permission to do things or be of a certain age. Coming from the girl who's been asking for a pap smear since I was an adult, 18 years old, I've been asking for a pap smear, and then they didn't give it to me until I was 21, and even then, when I went in for the appointment, they said, oh, maybe you should come back when you're 25. I've had issues for a long time, and I've known that, and the women's healthcare system has not been very helpful to me so far. I've done a lot of research on in vitro fertilization though, if you guys haven't read or heard about how to make a baby. Other than the traditional ways. If it doesn't affect you, that's fine, but if it does affect you, do some research, figure out some other options that you have, and mentally prepare yourself for those. Jagger and I have a good 5 years before we even have to start thinking about children, so that's really exciting. Fingers crossed that in 5 years I'll still be able to do that. I wanted to answer this question. This has been a big question on my social media of all platforms with my family. Are you having an actual wedding? Yes, we are having an actual wedding in a couple months. June, I believe. Oh my god, I'm being dumb. Yes, it's in June. It's gonna be on a weekday because we had to book last minute because we were planning a wedding, and I know that I had talked about it in a couple of my videos that we were planning a wedding, and we ended up pushing it back. So we pushed it back to June instead of September of this year, you know, because of COVID. Super fun. I'm planning the whole wedding myself, which is stressful, but I'm also like super laid back about it. I'm probably too laid back about it. Wedding day is gonna be a shit show, and it's my own doing. Just an FYI for family members if you're curious. I keep talking about stressful things. Guys, life is super stressful. Oh, speaking about stress and depression, this was an actual question that I got. It says, what's your favorite thing to do when you're super down and you're in need of an instant mood boost? Yay! Jagger, what? When I'm feeling down and I'm in need of a mood boost, I actually really like to treat myself. Everybody's treat yourself is completely different. My treat yourself is, oh my god, I'm sad today. Maybe I'll get myself a $3 coffee. And that's like once in a blue moon. Other than that, when I'm sad, I like to go for drives, and even then I don't do that sometimes. I like to cook. I've been cooking a lot lately because I've felt like my life is kind of just like on autopilot. It's already snowing where I live. And with seasonal depression, I just like to cook to make myself feel better, and then I eat a lot. I do a lot of eating when I'm sad, and it doesn't always boost my mood, especially when I have a really hard time like digesting things and then it hurts. What do? When you're sad, you do weird things. I eat when I'm sad. One of the things I wanted to show you guys today was my soap brows, hence why I washed my face. So I'm gonna do soap brows for you. A lot of people do their soap brows with a clear soap, which I 10 out of 10 recommend doing it with a clear soap, but I'm working on not buying things right now and keeping my purchases to a minimum. And I found this bar of soap in my shower. Found as in I've had it for 2 years and finally opened it out of a package when we moved into this house and still hadn't used it. It was still sitting in my shower, and I was like, hey, I need to do soap brows, so we're gonna use this soap. I didn't follow any tutorials the first time I tried this, and I just rubbed a spoolie on soap, and then I started to like just pull it through my brows like it was wax or something. Lo and behold, that didn't work. So after watching a video, a couple videos actually, I learned that setting spray is what you need to use with the soap. Some people use water. I've found that setting spray works a lot better than water, so we're gonna do 2 or 3 little pumps on the soap, grab a spoolie, and then I usually like to rub it on one side until it starts to dry on the soap. See how it's like partially dry, and then on the spoolie it just gets a little bit in there. Granted, you probably do want to be using clear soap for this, but I believe in also just using what you have. So first of all, we're gonna get the brow nice and soapy and lifted, and just keep brushing all of the brow hairs upward. And then when it starts to dry and it's like wanting to get tacky, you take the other side of the spoolie or anything with a flat edge, and you're gonna push the moisture out of the brow, and this in return is going to set the brow in place. So another thing that I like doing, because I'm getting like these crazy hairs right up front, since I don't trim my brows, I'm just gonna take the spoolie and break the ends up here, and then go in with the Q-tip. I like it moist, and just crisp up the top of the brow so you have like actual shape. And this is only if you don't trim your eyebrows, and you don't necessarily need to do the whole shaping thing like I did. It's just how I like my brows to look. You can see the difference between the two. It's got more body, it's got more shape, and it's the perfect amount of fluffiness, which I love. Now we're just going to repeat the process on the second brow. So the reason why I started looking into soap brows is because I have been doing lamination on my eyebrows since, I want to say, January of 2020, and though I really enjoy it, the brows don't stay as long as I want them to. If you guys don't know what brow lamination is, I'm going to leave a link down below to one of my lamination videos because I have filmed about it before. Lamination is supposed to last you 6 to 8 weeks, and I can usually get my lamination to last anywhere in between 4 to 8 weeks. Sometimes I tend to singe my brows when I do the lamination on myself, so at the risk of doing that every 4 weeks to keep them lifted like this, I decided soap brows would be a good idea and a good alternative to clear brow gel or lamination. Now, if you're doing soap brows, it does help to have your brows laminated beforehand. That way that they lay a little bit nicer, they're a little bit softer, and it's easy for the soap to keep them laid down, but it's not necessarily like necessary. So after they're dry, I just take a brow powder and a little angled brush. I'm gonna go up underneath the brow and just pack in some brow powder to give me some definition. Now, I'm not packing the entire brow with this, it's literally just to give more definition to my arch without having to put concealer on, and then maybe filling in or lightly dusting areas where it's a little bit separated. See how much more body that gives? Like, I literally just did the teeniest little bit of brow powder, and then it just gives it such a really good fluffy shape. My next question that I got was, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Right now, I'm 22. I am working full-time at a vet clinic, and I'm also part-time on YouTube, and I'm a part-time makeup artist. So in 10 years, I'm hopeful to have niched down to being just on YouTube, and possibly doing makeup on the side or doing some sort of job on the side, whether that be a vet tech or if I'm a makeup artist, like that's cool too. But straight up, in 10 years, I want to be ballin', I almost said ballin' on a budget. In 10 years, I want to be ballin', like rolling in the dough, and maybe have 2 children. That'd be cute, right? 2 kids? I'd really like to have twins. I always tell Jagger that. I want twins so bad. I think it'd be nice to just have 2 babies and then just be done forever. That's pretty much my basic 10-year plan. I mean, I have more concrete steps for like my 2-year or my 5-year plan, but my 10-year plan is really up to the grace of God at this point. And also, I'm hoping that I make the right decisions right now, so that in 10 years I can have the lifestyle that I want. Making decisions is really hard for me. It's also really hard for me to not be a people pleaser, and I find myself doing that a lot, and it's exhausting and sad. Not worth my time. Dang, I look a whole lot better than I did at the beginning of this video. Okay, here's a good question, a fun question that I was thinking about last night. What is a pet peeve of mine? I don't like steampunk. Sorry if that ruffles feathers. Hopefully it doesn't. I mean, a lot of my followers, I don't know if you guys are steampunk people, but I am not into that lifestyle, like, at all. It doesn't make any sense to me. I like the hippie stuff. I'm an advocate for every shape, size, color of beanie, but steampunk's not my thing. I don't get the armor. Are you a pirate? Are you Renaissance? Are you trying to go into battle? Are you like a part of a top secret club that fights other clubs? Like, are you like an English new age ninja? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Alright, I think that was good enough. Thank you guys for sitting down with me. I feel like I talked about nothing. I need to do these once a week. I think that'd be really good. Do like a Q&A once a week, just to get me out of my shell a little bit, so I don't lose myself in other people's agendas for me. That might be a good idea. Might be a good goal. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video, if you made it through it. I love you guys. I will see you in my next one. Bye.